All right. Welcome, everyone. Before we get started, I wanted to start with just a brief reflection. This is a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson, and he says, "Nothing great is ever achieved without enthusiasm." So again, thank you everyone for joining us today. We are very excited to share our new brand, CHI Health at Home, with you. We're going to cover a couple things to, introduce and familiarize you with our new brand. We're going to kind of start at the beginning and talk about CHI's branding overview. Then we'll kind of take it down to the next level, talk about our overview and our strategies. We'll review some branding resources that we've created for management to help through this transition. And then we'll open it up for a Q&A session so we can answer any of your questions that you or any of your associates have come to you with. Again, before we get started, some quick introductions. We are pleased to have some guests on the line with us today. We have Lauren Walker from the CHI National Communications team. My name is Carrie Anderson with the CHI Health at Home Communications Department. We also have Lindsay Brill, who's our CHI Health at Home Communications Coordinator. And then Bonnie Watson, she's our Special Projects Coordinator, and she's going to be helping with a lot of the new collateral that we'll be working on. So thank you for everybody for joining us, and let's get started. So over the years, we've become a more diverse as an organization, and more encompassing in our services to the people and the communities that we care for. And this is a really exciting day for Catholic Health Initiatives and CHI Health at Home. The world has changed, and so have we. So as we embark on the next era, we're refreshing our brand to reflect our bright new future as one CHI. So before we, go into our new brand, we wanted to invite Lauren Walker to kind of share some background and CHI's journey as they created and launched their new overarching master brand. So Lauren, I'll turn this over to you. If you want to hit *6, then we can all hear you.
Thanks for the reminder,
Sure.
Carrie.
You're welcome.
No one could hear me. I'm Lauren Walker. I'm with CHI's Marketing and Communications team, and thank you all for taking the time to let us talk about what's going on today. CHI as a system is really looking at what our brand is and what changes we need to make to be prepared for the future of healthcare. There's some things that are changing for everyone. It's healthcare reform, how competitive things are going to be, needing to provide the full continuum of care for our patients, and really a lot of that you all are seeing in the home-based services market. And electronic health records are changing the world for everyone as well. And then what consumers need are changing, especially in light of these healthcare reform and some of the other things. So healthcare is just in a very different place. And CHI really wants to be strategic and proactive about how do we make those changes. CHI, in looking at its brand, really wanted to make sure that we were making the move from going up beyond exceptional medicine to exceptional health. And I'm sure you all have heard some of these focuses is looking at bold new approaches for meeting the consumer needs. What new services do we need to offer? How can we be a stronger healthcare system, more collaborative, better prepared to meet the needs of the future? And then really, what do we need to do to meet that focus for what our consumers want? And how are we providing them what they say they need? So we needed to look at a brand that would convey that new approach, that new strategy, and new direction. The CHI's brand was been in place since it was founded in 1996. So for a long time, it was in need of a change. When it was first created, it was a very much more passive strategy than what we have today. The CHI component was smaller and muted. We're a different company now, and we needed to make some different decisions on how we would be perceived in the marketplace. So before we move into exactly what that new brand is, we wanted to define what we mean by brand. And a brand is a business asset representing the promise and delivery of an experience across all touch points that establishes relevance to the consumer and also differentiates us while offering value. And so we're really looking at our brand not just as the logo or not just as certain colors, but what is the promise we're trying to give and how will that be perceived and by the consumers. So when we were developing the brand strategy, we looked at how CHI can stand for this idea of a big, compelling idea, ensure consistency across all the markets and in all the service lines that we offer, that shares our passion and our energy and inspires us, and also unifies our family so that, we can become that integrated system that we are. So the first change is what the new brand platform is. And a brand platform helps to articulate what the value of CHI is. Really, it focuses on we want to expand what's possible in achieving optimal health. It focuses on why you would believe in that, because we are innovative, because we have synergy with all these different services lines. The approach and how we deliver care, whether it's in the home, in an ambulatory clinic, or wherever it may be. And then that personality kind of led to us by our core values and what gets led every day by the people providing our care. So inspiring, compassionate, committed. Our goal is to also look at using as few as brand as possible, simplifying the name, elevating the CHI brand, but not losing the brand equity of the local market name. And so direct affiliates and wholly owned subsidiaries are going to be using the CHI name. And then we're going to be simplifying some names. So you may have started to notice this with some of the markets that you're working in as they're implementing the brand strategy. Down in Houston, for example, St. Luke's Health System has just become CHI St. Luke's Health. And so really focusing on putting CHI in that name, but also simplifying it as possible. Carrie, I'm going to turn it over to you for a minute.
Perfect. So through our kind of journey and working with CHI and their roadmap, the next phase was kind of to take their foundation and see how we can create our reasons to believe. What is our approach and what is our brand personality? We did a survey to all of our associates a couple months ago to really kind of uncover what their beliefs and perceptions of our mission and values were in their everyday work. And that really kind of helped shape what our reasons and our brand personality was. We did see a lot of trends that, it really just uncovered those buzzwords that we use to describe who we are. So our reason to believe, our mission and values and our pillars, they will serve as our foundation going forward. We'll continue to build trust and confidence in the care we provide and with our patients. We're committed to delivering positive experiences and showing respect with every touch point, whether patient, coworker, vendor, community. So these were really our overarching reasons that people can believe in our brand promise. And we have a personality of we're people first. We're based on a foundation of service, providing in-home care to patients as a loving family would. That's our personality. And so we haven't really changed that much from who we are as CHS, CHI National Home Care. We're taking this over and transitioning it into CHI Health at Home. So we are still who we are. Our name's just changing a little bit. And it's really kind of excited to put this down and see the personality, and talk about it. We see it, out in the field, but it's kind of nice to embrace it as part of our brand. Lauren, you want me to throw this back to you, or you want me to keep rolling?
You can go for it, Carrie, or I can go for it.
Well, as you can see, we have Imagine Better Health, a new CHI theme line that basically it replaces a spirit of innovation and legacy of care. It's part of the logo, and it's I don't know. Maybe Lauren, I'll toss it over to you. You can probably speak better to it.
Yeah, so it's going to replace the spirit of innovation, the legacy of care. Usually your theme line is used to kind of help verbalize what you want your brand to be and how you want it to be perceived in the marketplace. And so it'll be something new. I think that CHS hasn't had in the past. I believe, Carrie, you guys are going to adopt it as well.
Correct.
And so it'll just become a part of that line and a part of kind of taking that brand promise and turning it external, and how we hope that our patients and clients will see us as helping them to imagine better health, living safely in their homes or in the way they want to receive care.
Awesome.
Research also shows, I guess I covered all that one, so I'm going to go to the next one. Thank you, guys. So this is what the new logo is going to look like, at least for us. It's the colors are really the blue and the greens focus on trust, confidence, integrity, energy. The four shapes come in together to create the visual that is meant to kind of exemplify the passion. And then the center part is kind of the guiding star cross. And then the next one is what it looks like to CHS.
Yeah, so it was really fun. Yeah, CHI rolled out their new brand program across the country. Our leadership team worked with CHI to create our own unique brand identity within the CHI enterprise. The ultimate goal was to always, ensure proper representation of our home-based services in each of our service lines. And as the national home care provider for CHI, we really needed to establish our connection to our parent company and clearly state what we do. So CHI Health at Home was formed.
This gives you a little bit of background into what the new symbol is supposed to exemplify. So the guiding star cross is usually what we call it, is that white space between the colors and the shapes. If you flip to the next slide, the shapes come together as a powerful visual to talk about the passion we all share as we're building these healthy communities. They also represent the diversity of the organization and the communities that we serve. And the colors focus on trust, confidence, integrity, and energy. And then the movement across all those circles represent our transformation and dynamic integration across all of the system of CHI. We believe that this new look will bring the CHI brand to life and help differentiate us from our competitors. So here's some samples of how that's going to look like. And Carrie and Bonnie and Lindsay will be helping to update these all existing CHS materials to start to move into this direction, which is really exciting.
All right. Well, thank you, Lauren, for sharing all that fantastic information and helping us sculpt our brand and continuing your support of us as we keep rolling this out. So I'm sure a lot of you have questions of, what happens next. So we're starting with our internal launch of the brand. Our first phase and objectives are really to communicate this information to our management and have it cascade down to associates. So we want to make sure that you are educated and feel confident about our new brand and what it means for us as an organization. So we've really created a comprehensive approach to rolling this out. We're going to kind of start with our corporate level and then explore the impact to our CHI partner markets. Our brand conversation and rollout will be an ongoing effort. We'll consider, how to best engage our markets through proactive communication and outreach efforts to increase brand presence and familiarity with what we stand for and the services and benefits that we provide. So our new name will not only strengthen our partnership with CHI, but it will position CHI Health at Home for leadership and growth within our current and future markets. This alignment signals transformation and will enhance the value of the entire organization by providing consistency through each community we serve as well as the healthcare industry. So our new brand gives us a platform to continue our alignment to the CHI community. And so this includes infusing some aspects of their culture into our own. While our mission and our pillars won't change, we are aligning to the core values of CHI. They're similar in nature, and so this transition to the new core values will really support our continued commitment to excellence in every aspect of our business and our services to others. Initially, our values of accountability, compassion, diversity, integrity, passion, and quality, they all align to the core values of CHI. If you look at reverence, it's a profound respect and awe for all of creation, the foundation that shapes spirituality, our relationships with others, and our journey to God. Integrity, moral wholeness, soundness, fidelity, trust, and trustfulness is all we do. Compassion is solidarity with one another and capacity to enter into another's joy and sorrow. And excellence is preeminent performance, becoming the benchmark, and putting forth our personal and professional best. So again, while our missions won't change, we are adopting those core values, very similar to our current ones. They'll be the roots and the anchors from which all of our activities and decisions and behaviors will follow. There's more information on the core values. They've been shared through the weekly update to management. And there's also some more information on our new company overview intranet page. So I encourage you to take some time to learn more about each of these values, and in order to see how you can start infusing them into your everyday work. So the next phase of our transition to CHI Health at Home will start in two main areas. We're going to look at rebranding our corporate identity as well as our CHI partner markets. So before we jump into those, for right now, branding for our wholly owned and partner entities will remain the same. So as we go forward, we're going to focus on corporates and partner markets with CHI. So currently, we've been working, and each department at the corporate office is working to implement the name change and full transition to CHI Health at Home by July 1st. So anywhere you previously saw Consolidated Health Services, CHI National Home Care, you will begin to see the CHI Health at Home. So policies, forms, weekly update, corporate stationery, these are some of the pieces that are beginning to change. There will be more, but these are some of our starting benchmarks. CHI Health at Home corporate branding policies have been created. These are they're guidelines that align with CHI standards that will be implemented over the next couple months as we prepare for our go live on July 1st. So to support our new corporate branding guidelines, we've created a number of resources and updated processes to ensure that the brand is used properly. We'll talk a little bit more about this later, but the corporate branding guidelines are available on the company intranet. If you go under the new brand resources, there's a lot of information there. We'll talk about it later, and then if you have any questions about any of our new guidelines or processes, you can always reach out to the communications team. So we have begun to implement some of CHI's design elements in order to visually align while differentiating our brand in a really impactful and memorable way. The weekly updates recently been updated. The liaison weekly update that goes out, we kind of transformed it to look like it a little ahead of time, but now it kind of makes sense within the pieces of everything. There's an example from CHI St. Vincent, just so you can see how we're going to start integrating the color palettes and the typographical style and the graphic imagery to our pieces. We are in the process of updating some of the materials to reflect our corporate identity. So as the weekly updates, we have a new template for business cards. We're working on corporate stationery and envelopes. You'll see the company intranet start to transition over, as well as orientation materials. We're going to work on office signage, our corporate websites, and then email addresses. So this is all in the works. We will update you, through the leader notes and the weekly update on the status and completion of, of these projects. We've also created some guidelines in order to uphold the standards of CHI when writing or editing content for print or print media or electronic communications. So there's a new editorial style guide that should be used as the first reference when writing or editing. This guideline also includes information on email format and email signatures. A lot of people have been kind of anxious to get that updated, so we've outlined kind of the standards of it. We've made templates, so regardless of your service line, if your name isn't changing to CHI Health at Home, there's still a new email template that you can use. So there's some consistency across the board. So while the logo might be a little bit different, everything looks the same, so we can start building that consistency across all of our service lines. So again, this information is on the company intranet under the communications page. So to introduce our brand, and as we said earlier, we have a comprehensive communication plan to make sure that everybody is informed and aware and understand how this impacts them. Obviously, we're holding this management webcast, which we'll record and make available for anybody that was not able to attend today. Management will still be, they'll still receive updates and information on anything that's new, any new available resources. The next steps to our rollout will all be part of the leader notes. It will begin to roll out more information to associates so they start to understand what this means, how it impacts them, where to go to find resources. Again, the company overview page was a big resource, or it's a new tool that houses a lot of resources about our organization, our mission, our values, our strategic priorities, and our new branding resources. And then the communications page on the intranet, again, houses a lot of new information. So through our communications, we are really committed. We'll make sure that we address every impact of our new brand and how, in our continued alignment with CHI, and where it impacts, and support any questions, and make sure that we are representing our organization to the best of our ability. So the next phase will be looking at our CHI partner markets. So our goal with our CHI partner markets is to help each one align to the new brand while also aligning to their local system in order to build presence in their markets. To ensure a solid brand platform for each partner market, the CHI communications team is working closely with the CHI Health at Home communications team is working closely with CHI National Communications and the local system marketing team and senior leadership to make sure that we infuse all national standards and implement any market or specific service line nuances to make sure everything is aligning and we're representing ourselves, again, to the best of our ability. We used CHI St. Vincent Health at Home and CHI Franciscan Health at Home kind of as our test dummies as we integrated them into our business or into our organization at the end of last year. So they really kind of helped us work on our process and make sure that we were standardizing and creating standards and making sure that the brand was represented well through this process. These are some of the marketing materials that we created. So while the overarching brand you can see is the same, there are some variances within each market. Again, this is part of our process to make sure that we're aligning to CHI, we're aligning to the local system, and that everything is supporting that local marketing strategy. So we're looking at the rest of our partner markets to prioritize and align our rollout plan through the rest of 2015. So again, to support through this transition, we are working to update marketing materials and all other collateral. This is a big part of our rebranding is aligning our design elements to get that visual awareness and visual unity. So we know there's going to be a lot of changes. We want to make sure that if you have something that needs to be updated, please work with the creative team here. This will really ensure that you get the best product. We're following the guidelines and everything kind of matches with what our strategy is. We've created some instructions, again, because we like instructions. Everything is on the intranet. I encourage you to take some time to review the collateral request instructions. It provides some information on how to use the brand internally, externally, how we can support you through new materials. So, and if you have any questions, please let us know. Again, here's kind of an overview of some of the resources that we've created. In addition to this call, we're working on a management FAQ. So we are addressing a lot of frequently asked questions that you may have or you may get from your associates. So we'll send this out next week in the leader notes. We'll address any questions that we get at the end of this presentation as well. So that will be going out to you next week. We're also working on creating a PowerPoint presentation to cover the FAQs. This is a really good tool for managers or supervisors if they want to get their teams together. We've kind of laid it all out in a really clear presentation. You can run through all the questions, an overview of what this means, how it impacts your location. So that will be available as well. Again, I encourage you to look at the company overview page as well as a communication page. And our new email style guide. We know there's a lot of information, so, take the time and please do not hesitate to contact us with questions. Again, the CHI Health at Home Communications Department is always available. We want to be a resource for you through the transition, so please contact us anytime to help with any questions or point you in the right direction. We are here, so communications@chs.trihealth.com. So please use us if you need us. Okay, well, thank you everyone for joining us. If you have questions afterwards, feel free to email or call us. We're happy to be a resource for you, and I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Thank you.